Court CNA in Washington State of Michigan is now back in session.
You may be seated. After those criminal proceedings, court does call the case of Barbara Woods versus Jennifer Carroll.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Berta Salem on behalf of plaintiffs.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Jennifer Carroll.
All right. And where are we with this case?
Okay, so I was finally able to get a hold of Friends Indeed, and I've sent them all my documentation. I have somebody from my employer who is working with me as far as trying to help me with paying off the remainder balance.
Okay. Counsel, how much is owing?
The total inclusive of court costs is $1,227.44.
1227. You said 44 cents?
Correct.
Is
All right.
okay.
So, ma'am,
Yeah,
what do you,
I can pay 300 on the 27th when I get paid. And then the people that I've talked to are saying that it's hopeful that I have the balance.
by when?
I'm not sure exactly. I can definitely pay June's rent in full on the 3rd.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If I were to find that there weren't a tribal issue, grant a judgment for possession for this amount, give you, today would be, what is today, 22nd, would be the 2nd, but I give you to the 5th of June to get all of this cleared, do you think you can get it all done?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Then what I'm going to do, counsel, is I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing in this matter. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession for that total amount of $1,227.44. And that's to be paid by June 5th, 2026. All right, ma'am, so that you understand that total that I gave you does not include your June rent.
Right.
So you got to get this paid plus your June rent. I'm giving you to the 5th to get it all clear.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Here, have a good weekend.
Happy holidays.
And to you. Arbor Woods versus Shakori Davis. Shakori Davis. You're not here. Counsel, if you'd like to take a default, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead.
Rent to retain is $7,322.23. Court costs are $188 for a total of $7,510.23, Your Honor.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ to issue intended.
Thank you.
Arbor Wood. You're welcome. Arbor Woods versus Tyrone Miller. Tyrone Miller. They are not here. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is $1,112.73. Court costs are $188 for a total of $1,373.
Oh, okay, you got me there. Was it 1,377 cents?
1,300 and then 73 cents.
Got it.
I had the long pause because that always happens to me and I end up writing numbers incorrectly. So
yeah, I said it right. Like, what? That's not what she said. Okay. Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods. You're welcome. Arbor Woods versus Saritha Vaughn, I think, or I said it wrong again. You're gonna yell at me. Come on up and yell. She's gonna yell at me. I think that I pronounced her first name 4 different ways. Ma'am, what is your name?
Saritha.
Saritha. And I always want to make it a hard C. All right. And where are we on this case?
Um,
Yeah, well, why don't I do this first? Hold on, Ms. Vaughn. What does plaintiff's claim?
Rent to retain is $2,844. Court costs are $188 for a total of $3,032. I understand Ms. Vaughn has paid $1,183.44 and that she's receiving assistance for the remaining $3,000. I'm not sure when
I have,
that assistance will be paid though.
On the list.
You're not on the list.
Go ahead.
I have a commitment letter from my social worker.
Okay, where your social work, who are they with? Are they-
The Housing Bureau for Seniors.
Okay, so it's the Housing Bureau for Seniors. You have a commitment letter?
Mhm.
Okay, and so,
That she sent it to the lawyer and to you and to Arbor Woods, I believe.
I don't,
Reserve me correct.
do you have counsel, you have a commitment letter or? Let's hear
I'm
from her.
pulling the file right now. I do have note of it. I'm not sure if our client just let us know or if I have the actual commitment letter, but if you give me one moment, I can pull it.
So while she's looking for that,
I do have the
oh,
commitment.
go ahead. You do
Um,
have it?
Yes, and actually on the commitment letter, it says expected to arrive no later than 6/4/26. Once that $3,000 is received from the Housing Bureau for seniors, there would still be a $32 balance that would need to be paid by Ms. Vaughn.
Okay, so how much? Okay, so the Housing Bureau for Seniors is gonna pay 3,000. And, okay, I get it. So, Ms. Vaughn, when can you come up with $32, you think?
On the 29th.
On the 29th? Okay, and then how are you gonna get your June rent paid, do you know?
I always pay my rent each month, but I always pay it the third Wednesday of each month
Because that's when,
when I
okay,
get. Yes, sir.
got it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing.
What does that mean?
Okay, that means I'm gonna issue a judgment, but hang on a second. And what I'm doing is I'm just locking in since the check isn't gonna get to the plaintiff till June. I don't want to go out to June because then your June rent's gonna be included and you're gonna be paying it on the third Wednesday in any event, right?
Yes,
So I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession in that total amount of $3,032. And I'm going to extend the writ date. The commitment letter says it will come in the 4th.
Correct, Your Honor.
So I'll extend the date that they can even try to do something to have you evicted. They're not to, I don't think, but to June 5th.
pardon me?
I'll extend that date to June 5th.
Okay.
Okay. So
I have to come back to court.
no. You don't have to come back to court. That's what I'm trying to do. Don't want you having to come back to court. But what I'm doing is I'm locking the figure in for May.
Oh,
Okay. Because you've already paid the amount you got to pay. You're going to pay the $32 on the 29th. The $3,000 check from Housing Bureau for Seniors will come in hopefully on the 4th, which is what they're indicating.
yes, sir.
Then in terms of this judgment, you're clear. And you've got to get your June rent paid. All right. Does that make sense to you? Is
Yes, sir.
that okay?
Yeah.
You threw up your head and said, oh, okay. But I'm just trying to try to time everything out so that you're not in jeopardy of losing your housing.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
Ms. Vaughn, thank you.
All right, have a blessed weekend.
You do the same. Northfield Estates versus Diane Kohler.
Not her.
Oh, neither.
There was a Wallace Johnson, or yeah, Wallace Johnson.
Okay. Kohler, they're not here. You've been sworn. You may proceed, counsel.
Just one moment, Your Honor.
All right.
I have a few files in front of me.
Just a couple.
All right. Rent to retain is $1,071.99. Court costs are $216 for a total of $1,287.99.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you.
Northfield Cross versus Michael Powers. Michael Powers. Michael Powers, Jessica Lindow, and Gary Lindow.
Your Honor, my office submitted a dismissal yesterday for this case.
Did they? Okay, this case is dismissed. That I can guess. Northfield Crossing versus Rebecca White. She's in. There she is. Hello, Ms. White. You'll need to unmute.
Sorry about that.
You're okay. All right. What is the plaintiff's claim at this time?
Rent to retain is $2,797. Court costs are $192 for a total of $2,989.
All right.
So
Ms. White,
Yes, sir.
Well-
I spoke with Christina and she told me to put a payment arrangement that I could do in writing and that they would look at it. But unfortunately, the office is closed and I haven't heard back from them. But I can have it paid by the end of June in full with June included.
okay. I can't get you there this way, but so let me ask you this. This is about $3,000. So how soon were you going to be able to come up with $3,000?
So my proposal to them for my next 3 pay periods beginning next Friday, I can pay $1,000.
So you pay $1,000 on the 29th
Yep, and then
The
2 weeks
12th.
after. Yep.
and then the 26th.
Yeah,
And
it's
then how's-
every 2 weeks beginning next Friday. So it would be paid off by June 26th, I believe. I don't have it in front of me.
Yes, no, that's right. So when would you pay June rent?
That would be, I was gonna talk, I think I had that like the following pay period, the remainder of the following pay period.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's do this. And counsel, I don't think you've been able to get approval from your client regarding any of that, right?
No, Your Honor, I actually have a note from my client that Ms. White had tried to enter into a payment plan. However, then she made no attempts to kind of work anything out. And my client had reached out to her in April to try to figure something out and did not receive anything back from her.
When I spoke with Christina, she told me that like the email got buried. I was living with no power for 12 weeks. I had no way to reach out or receive, like I didn't get the email. I'm coming
All
off
right.
of a
Look,
very
Ms.
difficult.
White.
Yes.
Ms. White, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn this out one more week to the 29th,
Okay.
2020 at 1 p.m. All right.
Okay.
And what I'm going to suggest that you do is if you can't get to your landlord's office, send it to their attorney's office.
Okay.
Write it out and send it to them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I did
Okay.
email it to her, to Bobby this morning, but the office is closed for the holiday for today and Monday.
Okay. So do that. and you can call their office and get an email that you should send it to. So you can get it to the attorney's office. That way they can try to touch base with their client. Okay?
Okay, absolutely. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Scio Farms versus Janelle Baker.
This is a new sheet here.
It is. Yep. Sure is. Payment issue. Okay. I don't know what payment. Hello. Oh, why are you back? I mean, I don't mean to put it that way.
Trust me.
That sounded
This is my second home. I live here now.
it sounded horrible. I apologize for that. I thought we had your cell set.
It is
It is?
all set, but there was a glitch with the payment. Like the Hawk sent out the payment, but then Scio Farms hasn't received it. And I know that Ms. Dornbush I link her when I reached out to Autumn at Hawk a couple days ago. I had Ms. Dornbush on that email as well. And so basically, confirmed that the payment got sent.
Okay. So
basically, what's going to happen is if by next week Scio Farm still hasn't received it, then Hawk's going to cancel that payment and reissue a check. And
I've got a note that says that if they don't receive the payment by the 29th, they're going to reissue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. That's
all right. So why don't I do this? Since you live here, you can come back. It'd be easy. Oh, no. I'll adjourn this out to May 29th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay?
Yes. So May 26th.
Or May 29th.
May 29, 1.
Hopefully they get the check, and if they don't, then we'll figure out.
Well, yeah, I think what was going to happen is like the next check would be sort of hand delivered, like shit, like
right.
Go up.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up as soon as it's ready.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do that then.
Title: Judge gives tenants one last chance before eviction. Courtroom drama intro. Welcome back to the channel. In today's courtroom story, several tenants stand before a judge facing possible eviction due to unpaid rent. Some are struggling financially, others are waiting for housing assistance, and a few don't even appear in court. The judge must decide who deserves more time and who faces immediate consequences. What makes this hearing interesting is that the judge balances the law with compassion, while landlords are seeking thousands of dollars in unpaid rent. Some tenants are desperately trying to keep a roof over their heads by arranging payment plans and securing emergency assistance. Main story. The hearing begins with a tenant who owes more than $1,200 in rent and court costs. She explains that she has been working with friends and her employer to gather the money. After hearing her situation, the judge grants a possession judgment, but gives her until June 5th to pay everything and avoid losing her housing. Several other cases are called, but some tenants fail to appear. In those situations, the judge quickly enters default judgments in favor of the landlords, allowing the eviction process to continue. These moments show how important it is to appear in court and explain your circumstances. One of the most emotional cases involves a senior tenant who has already paid part of her balance and is waiting for $3,000 in assistance from a housing agency. She presents a commitment letter proving the funds are on the way. After reviewing the evidence, the judge extends a deadline and structures a case so she can remain in her home while the assistance payment arrives. Another tenant proposes paying approximately $1,000 every 2 weeks to clear nearly $3,000 in rent debt. Instead of making an immediate ruling, the judge postpones the case for a week and encourages communication between the tenant, the landlord, and the attorneys. This gives everyone a chance to reach an agreement before eviction becomes necessary. The hearing also includes cases involving delayed assistance payments. In those situations, the judge schedules follow-up hearings to allow time for checks to be processed and delivered. Throughout the session, the judge repeatedly tries to prevent unnecessary evictions while still enforcing the law. Outro. This courtroom session highlights a reality many families face. Falling behind on rent can quickly lead to legal action, but communication, payment plans, and assistance programs can sometimes provide a path forward. What do you think about the judge's decisions in these cases? Was the judge fair in giving tenants additional time, or should the rules be enforced more strictly? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real courtroom stories. Thanks for watching.